Compared to years ago, the local construction industry has changed dramatically. Thanks to new partnerships and agreements, there have been major investments in the private sector and major infrastructural upgrades, changing the skyline, particularly that of the capital city, Georgetown. On this InfoHub Extended, we take a look at some of these infrastructural projects.
One major private sector investment is the planned construction of the $21 billion Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center. To date, a fence has been erected on a portion of the northern parapet of Seawall Road in the interest of public safety, and preliminary works are ongoing. Plans for the completed building include a 12-story hotel wing to provide luxury accommodation featuring bars, restaurants, and entertainment facilities. A second tower, which will house the hotel's corporate center, is being built alongside the Pegasus Suites. This new building is a part of several other major developments happening around Georgetown, which will change the city's skyline. Spending on infrastructure accounts is important for a country's growth and development, but can also transform a city's skyline. To this end, several roads in and out of Georgetown have been upgraded, while others are in the pipeline. Duncan Street is one that was recently upgraded. In just 5 months, the rehabilitation works on Duncan Street between Visingian and Sheriff Street have been completed. The $61 million project started June 1 and all rehabilitation works were completed. Region 4 project engineer at the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Ryan Amjad, said the project's scope of works includes the placement of asphaltic concrete. The road is projected to last for at least 10 years without major repairs.
Scope included milling the existing asphaltic concrete, adding about 5 inches crush and run to that, and overlaying that with 1.5 inch asphaltic concrete. The estimated length between Visingian Road and Sheriff Street is about 1058 meters, and it's at 6.1 meters width. That's about 20 feet. Between Sheriff Street and Eastern Highway, the length is about 733 meters length and about 5.49 meters width. Well, some auxiliary works were done, which included cleaning the existing drains, installation of some stop signs, pedestrian crossings, and painting of lane markings.
The correct road usage will aid in its upkeep. Therefore, motorists and pedestrians are urged to use the newly upgraded road responsibly.
Well, the road before, we had a lot of potholes, cracking, a few amounts of alligator cracking. I would encourage persons to use the road carefully because the road is very smooth, and it will encourage persons to speed more. So to use the road carefully, obey the traffic signals that we installed. And heavy vehicles. The more heavy vehicles that go on the road, the longer the lifespan of the road will decrease. So we desist from having so much heavy vehicles drive on the road.
Pedestrians and motorists equally welcome the upgrade.
I'm glad to see the government doing the road now, because after so many years, the previous government never done on the roads in this country, at least in Georgetown.
Well, at least I feel pleased that the road do, and I think they did a great job. And I'm looking forward for the do also a lot more. Normally, you have to come up here, so, and come for goods, so won't get a hard time, with the holes them, and yeah.
I commend them for doing that, because we need it. The roads is getting worse all the time, so by them doing this, hopefully it can be all right.
And I'm happy to see that it is done, so we can have safer driving and less accidents.
Must congratulate the government in doing this road. This road it needed to be done a long time. The road is good, it benefits a lot of people, but they need to put speed on and look after the edge of the roads.
Right, the road was terrible. The road was terrible. It's good now. We hope we stay with the maintenance and whatever. Right, appreciate it.
The reason why I would encourage people to come out and vote for the local government, because your voice has to be heard. And for your voice to be heard, you have to come out and vote and let the people know exactly what is going on in your community. You are the most important person in your community. And without you, the head of government and other people who are responsible for the communities will not know what is going on in the community. So we need to come out and vote to show that you have interest in your community and you would like to see your community move forward, and also to explain what you need to be done in your community.
Georgetown, our capital city, is situated at the mouth of the Demerara River on its east bank. The city is served by two external arterial roads east of the Demerara River, the East Coast Highway and the East Bank Highway. The Sheriff Street Mandela Avenue roadway, constructed in the 1970s, was initially constructed as a bypass for Georgetown. The roadway is now being widened and expanded.
Since the construction of Sheriff Street to present day, the city has experienced a considerable shift in growth to the east. As a result of the additional commercial activity and high-rise buildings, demands for access from the east and the west parts of Georgetown increased. The Inter-American Bank-funded Sheriff Mandela project seeks to improve road safety, organize the flow of traffic and simplify traffic movements, enhance the arterial function of the road while maintaining its commercial industrial makeup, provide adequate drainage for the road corridor and interdependent communities, and extend the design life of the pavement and all roadway structures to a minimum of 20 years from the expected end of construction. The contractor is currently cleaning all the canals and doing sand filling in order to facilitate the installation of the new pipes and fittings. Acting Project Manager for Donor Program at the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, Mark Green, said the first phase of the works includes drainage and relocation of the pipes.
Once you complete the drains and the pipe works, then we can start the embankment works, which is to excavate the earth. You can come up with the sand, the loam, the crusher on, and from that you'll get a surface prepared on which we'll build the sidewalk and the parking lanes. Once that is completed, we'll look to do. Then we can look to do the asphalt works, which is the pavement rehabilitation.
The Sheriff Street Mandela Avenue roadway is comprised of a commercial mix of restaurants, nightclubs, supermarkets, petrol stations and spare parts dealerships, etc., institutions including a cultural center, police station, schools and an embassy, and various high-density and private residences. This has created a mix of pedestrian, bicyclist and vehicular traffic and parking requirements. In sections where there are no shoulders or reserves, poor parking of vehicles restricts traffic flow, resulting in traffic and pedestrian congestion. When completed, Sheriff Street will remain a 2-lane, while Mandela Avenue will be a 4-lane. Green said the upgraded roads will be outfitted with new features, including cycle lanes, separate sidewalks, and smart traffic signals, among others.
Along the roadway, there'll be a median. It's going to be very similar to what's on Carfest Avenue. So you wouldn't have traffic being able to change lanes randomly and, end up in the path of an oncoming vehicle. So you'll have a concrete median, and in that median we put in the street lighting, right? At all the major intersections, we're replacing the traffic signals. We haven't experienced the new traffic signals, but there's one at Wismar Bridge. What it does is it uses above ground vehicle detector cameras. So it can know which junctions have traffic and need a priority.
The IDB-funded project cost over $31 million. In November of 2012, Guyana's Ministry of Public Works invited technical and financial proposals from international consulting engineering firms to undertake the Sheriff Street Mandela Avenue roadway design project. The project consultancy team, EXP Services Incorporated of Canada, in association with Caribbean Engineering and Management Consultants Incorporated, Guyana, submitted a proposal to undertake the project on December 11, 2012. A contract was signed on March 11, 2013, and the project commencement date was set at March 18, 2013.
I will be voting, and I'm encouraging the youths in Linden to go out and vote, because tomorrow it will be a better position for you.
Building new roads or improving roads is the best long-term solution to solving traffic congestion. Better roads also lead to shorter journey times, resulting in a massive saving for the economy as transport costs fall. For this reason, since its assumption to office, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure has been assiduously working to upgrade roads in and out of the city.
The East Coast Demerara Road Widening and Improvement Project, which restarted last year August, is one of the major roads the government has been working to complete. The project focuses on the widening of the roadway into 4 lanes between Better Hope and Annandale, thereafter an asphaltic concrete surface upgrade to Belfield. Manager for Technical Services at the Ministry, Nigel Erskine, said efforts have intensified to have the 4-lane section from Better Hope to Annandale completed before this year end.
About 30% of the 4-lane, the total works, are completed. So they're currently working on the construction of the bridges. They have started works on 2 of the bridges so far. They're currently working on a bridge that has to be extended at Success. So works are ongoing right now. They have started works on the retaining structures. There are 3 retaining structures that will have to be constructed along the roadway. One at this location where they're currently working on, and also at Success. The construction of the concrete drains is one of the main activities in the project. Within the 4-lane section, they're about 80% completed with the construction of the concrete drains. They have completed significant amounts of sub-base, that is placement of white sand, placement of loom, and they have also started to spread the aggregate base. So the works currently is progressing, and we anticipate that we should have the 4-lane section substantially completed by the end of August. And after that is completed, we're hoping to have the entire project, the upgraded section, completed within the next year.
A total of 26 structures will be widened to accommodate the 4-lane road and 2 bridges reconstructed. 11 traffic light signals will be installed at key intersections, along with street lights, road safety signs, and speed reduction devices.
Sidewalks would be constructed along the populated villages throughout the roadway. There will be 7 bridges that will have to be widened within the 4-lane section to accommodate the new road. And 12 culverts will also have to be widened. The project will also involve the installation of 11 traffic signals. These traffic signals will be placed at the busy intersections along the roadway. Of course, the finished surface of the road will be asphaltic concrete surface, ranging between 4 to 8 inches thick. And when the road is completed, of course, when the road is completed, it will have all of the necessary road safety features, such as warning signs, guidance, regulatory and warning signs. And also there will be road markings, center line, edge line, and of course pedestrian crossing signs. The objective of the project, the ministry's objective of the project, is to reduce traffic congestion on the Lower East Coast Road, to reduce vehicle operating costs, and also to aid in the reduction of road accidents, because there will be a lot of road safety features that would be added to the road, and hopefully that would contribute towards the reduction of accidents.
At the end of August, the widening of the 4-lane section from Better Hope to Annandale was 60% completed. Erskine explained that works during the period included the extension of bridges and drainage facilities to accommodate the 4-lane road.
They are currently working on the construction of the drains. This activity is well advanced. It's about 90% completed. They're working on construction of revetment at Triumph. 400 meters of revetment is being constructed there. So far, about 250 meters have been constructed. They are also working on the extension of the culverts. That is ongoing. And of course, works are progressing very well in terms of the road works, where the placement of the sub-base, the lower base, the sub-base, and the base is being done. So materials such as white sand is being placed and compacted, loom is being placed, and of course, aggregates are being placed. So overall, in terms of the road works, it's about 65% completed.
The plan is to complete the 4-lane section by the end of the year and proceed with the upgrade of the 2 lanes. According to Erskine, the contractor is well equipped with materials for the works.
The contractor has adequate supplies of materials needed for the project, adequate supply of aggregates, adequate supply of sand and loam. In terms of the facilities, they have already set up the concrete batching plant, and the concrete for the project is being produced exclusively by that concrete plant. The asphalt concrete plant has already been assembled, calibrated, and is operational.
The project aims to reduce traffic congestion, road accidents, and ease travel on the East Coast thoroughfare. Motorists and pedestrians alike welcome the upgrade.
We have to look at the final analysis or look at the end product, which to my mind says a lot about Guyana and Guyanese. And when the works would have been completed, I believe that we will benefit from it remarkably.
The road project is a very good road project because if you notice, the traffic is always bagging up, and we need to extend the roads and build more roads in the country.
This has been another InfoHub Extended. On this program, we highlighted several infrastructural projects in and around the city and its environs. Thanks for watching. Do join us again next time.